Coming this fall from SJS Direct, Easting the Sands of Time. It's action, adventure, and romance in ancient Egypt in this fantasy flashback Easting series adventure. Pre-order Easting the Sands of Time today on Amazon.com. According to some reports, actor Michael B. Jordan is being considered to play the role of Superman. Now, this decision is one of those mind-boggling, head-scratching things that just makes you wonder, what are those people at Warner Brothers smoking? Because Michael B. Jordan is a black actor, and the character of Superman is a white man. So this type of casting no way, shape, or form fits the character and is in no way, shape, or form true to the source material. And when I look at this casting, it reeks of identity politics. It looks like another attempt by social justice warriors and far leftists to try to shoehorn diversity in a place where it just doesn't belong and try to change one of America's great icons' ethnicity all to fit a far left narrative. Now, with the casting of Michael B. Jordan as Superman, that would just be a complete disaster. And the reason why it would be a complete disaster is because Superman is an American icon. And as an American icon, he has always been known to be portrayed by a white male. So this would be a complete slap in the face to everyone who has ever known Superman, everyone who has been a Superman fan, and it would be a complete betrayal of the whole Superman history and the Superman lore. So casting Michael B. Jordan would be the ultimate wrong move for Warner Brothers, one that would literally lead to people turning away from the whole DC cinematic brand in the same way many people turned away from Marvel's brand when they decided they wanted to go down the road of what many people call SJW Marvel, where they tried to shoehorn diversity and push identity politics at the expense of their characters. Now, your Michael B. Jordan is a very capable actor, and he did a great job playing Eric Killmonger in Marvel Studios' Black Panther, but he is not Superman. Now, I can think of one great role that you could hire your Michael B. Jordan to play, and that is Icon. Now, Icon is a character that is similar to Superman, and he's set in Milestone's universe. And he has all of the powers similar to Superman. He has a backstory that is steeped in black culture, and it would be a very challenging and complex role to play the brother from another planet as he reconnects with the world around him and has this relationship with young Raquel Irvin, who is trying to teach him why he needs to be a symbol and something to stand for in the world that he has grown disconnected from due to his long lifespan. Because your icon, Augustus Freeman, he was an alien who came down to Earth. He was a slave. He fought in the Civil War. He was a part of the Harlem Renaissance. And he is a black conservative, whereas you have Raquel Irvin, the young teenager who grew up poor in the housing projects, and she wants this guy to reconnect with the world and be an icon that would inspire others to do better. There's a great movie there in the icon concept, and this could be a signature role for your Michael B. Jordan. Unfortunately, when it comes down to Warner Brothers, many of the people at Warner Brothers just don't have any vision or any semblance of creativity over there at Warner Brothers to say, hey, we can't cast Michael B. Jordan as Superman because Superman is a white American icon, but we have this great story in Icon which would be perfect for him. And while it would be a risk to put this film on screen, Icon does have his following, Icon does have his fans, and I would buy a ticket for an Icon movie because I think it would be a very great movie. It's just that they need to make sure they have a good villain for him to take on, because Icon in and of himself is a great character, but one of the problems with Milestone's comics is that they didn't do a great job of developing their villains but if I believe they could do a very good film about Icon, and Michael B. Jordan would be perfect for that role, and that would be a great way to start building the Dakota universe or the Milestone universe, and give us those three core characters in Hardware, Icon, and Static, and you could have a nice trilogy where you build up into a Milestone cinematic universe with those characters. Because with the success of Black Panther, we clearly see that there is a market for black superhero films. Unfortunately, Warner Brothers doesn't want to capitalize on that market. No, they want to cast Michael B. Jordan as Superman or talk about it in order to generate some sort of controversy, not knowing that what you're doing is alienating all of those Superman fans, because those Superman fans want Superman to stay white. And I want Superman to stay white because, as a creator, I believe in the concept of doing unto others as they would do unto me. Because I don't want somebody changing the ethnicity of my characters to fit another ethnicity, because it changes that character, and I wouldn't want to do it to somebody else's property, because that would change the character completely. Because when you change a character's ethnicity, you change their story, you change their culture, you change their history, and a black Superman just wouldn't work, because in America, a white man had privileges that black men did not, and a black man has to deal with things like racism and white supremacy, whereas a white man like Superman, he can be the all-American because America will embrace him because he is a white man. And that's the sad, horrible truth that many people just don't want to hear on the far left side, because they're all about pushing diversity but not understanding that black men would experience racism if they were to call themselves being that type of all-American hero. So the whole experience of a black man is completely different than that of a white man, and that's why you can't cast Michael B. Jordan as Superman, because he is not, and a black man is not an American icon like Superman. No, yes, we have many black heroes like Muhammad Ali, Martin Luther King, and yes, they are icons, but Superman, he embodies things that are related to America that white Americans consider sacred. So that we cannot put a black actor in that role and expect a black actor to be accepted in that role, because, again, America is racist, America is white supremacist, and casting Michael B. Jordan, it just wouldn't work. And now I know that opinion would offend some people, but that's the whole horrible truth about America. Americans, again, Superman is an American icon. He was created to be a white American icon, and he needs to remain a white American icon. We need to make our own icon, and we need to embrace our own characters. If you want to see Michael B. Jordan play a hero, let's see him play Icon. Let's see him play Kurt Metcalf as Hardware. All these great characters out here. I mean, even make him Mr. Terrific. He could play any of those roles and be a great character and make his own signature on those characters. Don't try to shoehorn him in an effort of forced diversity and then make a terrible film that no one will relate to, no one will identify with, because we know that a black man will not be embraced the way Superman is in American culture and international culture due to racism and white supremacy. We know that a black man just can't play that part because our society, due to white supremacy, will not accept a black man in that role. So Warner Brothers considering Michael B. Jordan for the role, it just, again, shows how completely out of touch these executives are, and how completely dysfunctional these executives are, and how desperate they are to get a box office hit for themselves. And they think if they cast a black man in the role of Superman, or consider casting a black man in the role of Superman, they will get all of this press. But at the end of the day, you're going to have all these angry comic fans who are of all ethnicities. We're just going to say, I just don't buy this. I just don't believe this. And these people are just not going to buy a ticket for a black Superman movie because they don't believe Superman is black. If they want a black character, they're going to have to make an icon movie. But Warner Brothers, again, they just don't have the courage to go out here and make an icon for black people and let Superman be the icon for America overall. If you'd like to see me make more videos like this, you can donate to my Patreon by clicking the link in the description box. And if you want to try some of my SJS Direct publications, you may do so by clicking the link to Amazon.com. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.